very happy today to be here with all of you. I had 3 speeches from our honorable speakers here. Very interesting. I was enjoying. Today we have our honorable Vice-Chancellor with us, and also distinguished speakers, and also distinguished faculty members, and also my beloved students. Today I will be sharing with you earthquake engineering. Now we are here, we are more than 50 years after the liberation of our country, and our population increasing day by day. Our infrastructure also developing day by day in each urban area, also in the suburban areas also. But our first national building code we have formulated in the year of 1993. Now we have our national building code 2020. During this time, unplanned and developments was going on, and due to that one, we have huge risks of natural disaster. How to save our nation? Once we have any disaster, then the national economy used to follow. So how to protect them? This is the time to think. Today I will be sharing with you earthquake risks in Bangladesh and how national economy will be in difficult situation during an earthquake. We know that Bangladesh is a mega shopping center for disaster. You can see all type of disaster available in our country, but we can forecast, we can predict, and we can give the early warning for every disasters except earthquake. If you have forecast, you have prediction, you have early warning system, you can save your property, people, and also the national economy will be, safe. But in the case of earthquake, we do not have. We have forecast, but we do not know when it will be with us, when it will be attacked to us, and we do not know, and we do not have enough early warning system. That is the thing we have to do now, and we have to seeing, doing, learning, and seeing others, and we have to learn. So this is the philosophy I want to share with you today. So we are now more than 170 million people here. The per capita, people in these urban cities is very high, and also the building structures or infrastructure, they are growing day by day, rapidly. Due to this activities, our risk factor is increasing also. So we have to quantify the risks. How to quantify this? First of all, we have one equation with us. This is the equation that earthquake risk is equal to hazard. H means hazard, B means vulnerability, then E means your exposure capability, and R is the CP is the capacity or capacity development, everything. So what is hazard? Hazard is the earthquake hazard. It is fixed. Okay. Then vulnerability, who is responsible for vulnerability? We are the engineers, architects, planners, or house owners, or the people, those who are making the structure, they are making the vulnerable structures. So vulnerability is related to the human beings. And the E exposure category, where I am building my structure. Whether I am building my structure on a form, whether I am building my structure on a loose soil, whether I am making my structure on a river. So these are the exposure. and CP is the your coping capability. Coping capability means if there is an earthquake, how I can cope up with this disaster. That means just now we have said that 8 feet road was there, but if there is any earthquake or fire, if the ambulance is not able to go inside, so people will die. So in that case, we have to make accommodation. So coping capability is the main requirement for the reduction of the risks. So in this case, in our CP is in our hand to improve the coping capability. E is the exposure. This also we can make it because if any government agency is telling that put a school building on the fall and after filling it up with the loose sand. In that case, you have to think that you are inviting the risks because this exposure place is not okay for the earthquake protection. And vulnerability also, if your structure is there, if you are not following the building code, and if you are making your building without any building code, then building will be vulnerable. So you will be encouraging the vulnerability. So if B is encouraging, E is encouraging, CP also is encouraging, that your earthquake risk factor will be very high. S is fixed because hazard is fixed for us. Now let us see how we have forecasted the earthquake scenario of Bangladesh. Bangladesh is in the middle of 3 tectonic plates. 2 tectonic plates, one is the Eurasian plate, another one is the Indo-Australian plate. And in the other side, we have also Myanmar plate. So Bangladesh is in between these 3 plates. The Indo-Australian plate is moving inside the Eurasian plate, and they are colliding each other. And also Myanmar plate also pushing Bangladesh, sliding inside the Indian plate. So due to these activities, a huge amount of strain energy used to develop inside the collision of 2 plates. In that case, if the strain energy is not able to accommodate within this fault line, that there will be an explosion. Once there is an explosion, there will be multi-directional waves will be coming up. Mainly 4 waves will be creating from an earthquake. One is the P wave, primary wave, which is very faster. Secondary wave is the second wave, which is very dangerous. P wave is very faster but not harmful for us. S wave is slower than P wave, but it's very harmful for us. And another 2 waves is the lab wave and relay wave. They are not that much harmful for us. Okay, they are the surface waves. So our main intention is to concentrate with the P wave and S wave also. Okay. So during 2009 to 2011, during this time, how to forecast the earthquake scenario of Bangladesh. There was a research project taken by the government of Bangladesh under the leadership of the Tokyo University, and there was an outcome. Following that outcome, now Bangladesh Building Code, National Building Code 2020 is now in our hand, and we have documented that there are 5 sources of earthquakes for Bangladesh. 3 of them is the Myanmar-Bangladesh border, India-Bangladesh border, Myanmar-India-Bangladesh border. Okay, they are all as the plate boundary 1, plate boundary 2, plate boundary 3. Okay, it is exactly the southeastern sides of Bangladesh. Another one is the Mymensingh is called the Madhupur Fault. Okay. Another one is called in Sylhet is called Daki Fault. These are the 5 sources of earthquake for Bangladesh. So, and From these 5 places, there will be an earthquake of 7.5 to 8.5 in Richter scale. We have to remember that magnitude is the release of energy for a particular source of earthquake. But intensity is not the measuring of energy. It is the intensity of an earthquake is the behavior of your structure, behavior of your people, behavior of everything whenever there is an earthquake. That means it is the feeling of earthquake. It is the feeling of earthquake. Suppose if there is an earthquake of 8.5 in Richter scale in Cox's Bazar or Myanmar Bangladesh border, the intensity will be very high in Cox's Bazar, then it will be reducing while there is a foray from the earthquake. But the magnitude is only one in Richter scale. It will be the source of earthquake. So we have to remember that there are many earthquakes. I didn't see any major earthquake. That means more than 6.5 or 7. I didn't see. I asked my father also. He also is telling that he didn't see. And I didn't see my grandfather, but I asked my father that, well, have you seen anything during your father's period? Also, no, I didn't see. So, but there are earthquakes near Bangladesh, Myanmar border or Indian border, ranging from 7.5 to 8.5 in Richter scale. So Bangladesh is expected to have any such type of earthquake in plate boundary 1, plate boundary 2 or plate boundary 3 or Madhupur fault or Taki faults also at any time. So what we have to do? We have to now take care. How to take care? That is the now next our action. See, this is 260 years before. In 76, there was a major earthquake of 8.5. Till today, we didn't see any earthquake in that place. So we are expecting any earthquake of magnitude 8.5 to 8 in this area. In that case, what will happen to us? We have to now look at it. So, during 2009 to 2011, we had done a lot of vulnerability studies for Bangladesh, mainly Chittagong city, Dhaka city, and Sylhet city. So we have found that around 75% to 80% buildings or structures, they will be collapsed beyond the repair, and many people will be dying. And especially school buildings, educational buildings, hospital, clinics, everything will be, collapsed. If there is an earthquake, people will be injured. We have to take to the hospital or clinic, but the hospital and clinics, they are not able to function during or after an earthquake. So in that case, what will be our condition? What we have to do now? So after that, forecasting and vulnerability studies, government has taken a lot of initiative to find out a specific building. Suppose this is our building. If we want to say that whether this building is safe for earthquake or not, then we have to go for assessment. How to do the assessment? Then under the leadership of the Tokyo University and Bangladesh government, we made another project to find out and to fabricate the manuals and procedure for assessment, earthquake assessment of any structures. So that is available now. But it is in the book. Nobody is doing, nobody is teaching these things to the people or community or to students. That is a big question. We have books, but we do not know how to use it. So there are procedures. Then if we want to make earthquake, assessment for this building, then we have to follow the manual. After following the manual, we see that this building will be safe or not, or whether we have to go for a strengthening of the columns, beams, or some other things we have to do. That is the thing. So we are telling that 75% to 80% buildings of Bangladesh will be collapsed during an earthquake, but it is a general talk. For each and every structure, we have to go for earthquake risk assessment. Suppose I have a building. If I want to make an earthquake assessment for my building, whether it will be safe during an earthquake or not, in that case, what I have to do? I have to do assessment. For assessment, I need to invest some money, but I do not want to invest any money for my building. I will tell all the time that my building is safe. My building is safe. And then, in that case, in other countries, government used to give a soft loan to the people to encourage them. And sometimes some of the governments, they are telling their free loan to people. Just take loan, no interest, give back my money. They are also not hearing that suggestion. Then they impose the rule that if you do not do assess your building for earthquake safety, we will not give you the electricity, we will not give the water, we will not give the gas line to you. Then people was encouraged to do it also. But the loan should be the interest free, that government should come up. So that is the strategy. We have to know how to improve our earthquake resistivity of our individual buildings. But government buildings is not related with the money. They have money. So our school building, hospital buildings, and university buildings, educational buildings, everything should be assessed. And if needed, we have to go for a strengthening for earthquake safety or not. And these are the infrastructure to save people. To save people. For other infrastructures like key point installations, like power station, then you have water treatment plant, your gas line, everything should be assessed. If electricity is not there, country will be dying, economy will be going down. And similarly, if you see, you have seaport. If there is an earthquake, if Chittagong port is not functioning or damaged, in that case, export import will be collapsed and country economy will be fall down. Suppose now we are making the deep sea port. Chittagong port is not a deep sea port. If we are making now deep sea port in Matarbari is very close to the plate boundary 1, plate boundary 2, and plate boundary 3 for land. If there is an earthquake of 8.5 in Richter scale in Myanmar Bangladesh border, in that case, the Matarbari deep sea port will be hampered if it is not designed for earthquake resistance. So that is the big headache for us. And the NEO airports, international airports, we have to assess. Otherwise, if this international airport is not functioning after the earthquake, in that case, the country economy will be collapsed. So these are the things we have to. Now what we have to do? Okay, the procedure is there. We have to teach to our students, engineering students or architecture students or planning students. But it is not simply for the architects, civil or what is called planning engineers or planners. It is for everybody. It is for everybody. Suppose structural things is, we are going to strengthen, but what about my electromechanical things? That also has to be strengthened for earthquake also. So all students, irrespective of branches, we have to study this philosophy very well, and we have to take care of during your professional, journey. Another thing is it is only we are learning, but what about the community? What about the policy makers? They have to also know that also. So you are the people, young generation, you can transmit this information to people. We have Bangladesh National Building Code for civil, electrical, mechanical, electromechanics, everything is there. But we have to learn it. Why have to learn it? In our universities, that should be the extracurricular, co-curricular activities to teach the students, those who are interested to learn this earthquake provisions mentioned in our national building code also. Okay. If you do like this, then if government is making a proper arrangement for the effective utilizations of this document, in that case we will be okay. But what about our prediction? Prediction. Suppose, okay, I am telling that tomorrow will be earthquake will come, day after tomorrow may come, or after 2 years will come, or after 60 years it may come, or after 300 years it will come. We do not know. But other countries, they are utilizing now other countries, they are trying to predict the earthquake happening using the satellite technologies. We have here our friend Boding was teaching us satellite technology. They are using, especially China, Japan, they are multi-satellite, maybe 5 kilometer or some 500 kilometer, they will be observing many things over from there. First of all, the physical changes in the earth, that is pH of water is changing. Okay, then radon gas emissions here, and in other words, the electromagnetic waves will be creating hues. So that can be, traced from the satellite. Once it is traced, then they can give a conclusion that there will be some changes, abnormal changes in the environment. So there will be some earthquake happening around this area. So we can take care of our properties, our people, to safeguard that one. So prediction is needed. Japan, what they are telling that utilizing their satellite, they are getting the prediction that there will be, earthquake. So they are also taking care of that one. So this is the satellite technology, we can utilize it, and we can have the collaboration with our Bangladesh satellite company here. Those who are interested, we can go there, and excellent arrangements that they have over there for the young generations. Now, what is early warning? Early warning is totally depends on few seconds to few minutes. Prediction for days to weeks or months, no problem. And for early warning, the California is, West Coast, totally they put many sensors over there under the earth surface near, fault line. So these sensors first trace the P wave. P wave earthquake generate 4 waves. I tell you that faster waves is the P wave. Then next one is the S wave. So once sensor pick the P wave, then it gives signal to the server, and server will give signal to the mobile apps, everything. So in that case, the early warning system, suppose I am in the classroom, I should take a shelter under the table, classroom table, or if my metro rails moving around, so immediately they can get the signals, they can stop the metro rail, otherwise it will be derailed. Such type of early warning system effectively utilizing by Japan government, in Japan, and what they are doing, they are getting P wave signal, then they are sending to the metro rail station, immediately they stop the metro rail. So during this 30 to 35 years, there have only one case to derail the metro rail from there. So this is the early warning system, and we have examples for California also. Let us see. Here you see that P wave is the faster wave, so you can trace that one. I'm not showing all these slides. It will be available with our TEDxCUET. You can get it from there. This is the Japan bullet trains. They have early warning system here. So epicenter is the earthquake, focal point. So they are getting primary wave first, then going to the detector and sending signal to the metro rail station for stopping the or breaking the cars. So only one example for derailing this metro rail. So in worldwide there are earthquake warning system each and every country. So we are also going to develop Bangladesh, many metro rails or many other things. There will be coming days. It will be there. So this early warning system should be, immediately do in your research path. Immediately simply hiring from somewhere it will not good. So you people can start to do this early warning system. What China is doing, China is utilizing the animals to predict the earthquake, but they are not telling specifically which animal is very effective. They have juice. They utilize the AI, artificial intelligence, putting the sensors over there, and they put image sensors also, collect the images from the animal behavior. Then they study this through software. Then they can give the signal to the people that there will be an earthquake. So these are some laboratories in China. Okay, some laboratories in China, and there are examples also. In 1975, in China, the stacks they are coming out from the soil. So they assess that there will be an earthquake. Then they have shift all of their people, and they are safe. But in the case of 1976, such type of abnormal behavior was there, but they didn't care it at all. And the 240,000 people died due to this earthquake. There are some other abnormal behavior of animals available, so also is the theories behind the animal behavior. Why? So main was the electromagnetic field is the main. Due to if there is an earthquake, there will be electromagnetic field will be created, and mainly catfish is the mainly effective, what is called sensor type that they can give us. Dog also, hippo also, they are animals to create. Elephants also, they are very effective. So people believe that the animal from the animal behavior we can also predict the earthquake, but some of the scientists they are not believing it. But China is totally developing in this line also. In the Chinese seismological textbook, they have mentioned that the chickens fly up to trees, ducks go out of water, hawks stay quiet, dogs bark quietly. These are the symptoms they are teaching to their students in the classroom. This are the, I explained to you that during an earthquake there will be huge concentration of helium concentrations also will be there. If satellite stress it, then immediately we can define that there is radon emissions also is there, and abnormal electromagnetic fields will create, and pH and groundwater level will be going down. If such type of abnormal behaviors we can trace through satellite, then we can immediately tell that there will be an earthquake. Okay. So as I explained to you that AI based, what California they are now playing over there. If there is an earthquake, you can trace in your mobile also. Let us see that video. There is no sound. This is the shake alert video. They can see I have been there, and I used to also see 1 or 2 shakes during my stay in California. Sound is there? No sound. Okay, you try. This is the China now. They are utilizing the satellite in 2018 only for earthquake to chart the electromagnetic waves. This is June 14. They have sent second satellite in collaboration with the European partners to catch the seismic electromagnetic field to assess the earthquake prediction. This is also not there. So to save our generation, our University Institute of Earthquake Engineering Research, they have developed some seating arrangement for the classroom. So they made it and they have tested it in their laboratory. So that can be also utilized for our classrooms, especially for primary, secondary, higher secondary, also university classrooms. Okay, recommendations. Already I explained to you that governments having responsibilities to ensure for the assessment of each and every building, whether private or public. That should be ensured, and they should encourage the public to allow them to get their loan from the bank without interest. So it will be better. If it is not working, then they can impose that we will stop your electricity, water and gas supply if you are not going for installation. And in the curricula, in the university curricula or school curricula or college curricula, the earthquake awareness should be there. And also in the future also, the students in the universities or research institute, they can go for AI-based early warning system and also element-based prediction system also. With this one, I think I am concluding my speech. Thank you very much for your attention.